Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this fifth episode of Wednesday 15 Minutes to Refocus and Reset with me. I am Concetta Cucchiarelli, and I'm the Focus Gym founder and the creator of the Sustainable Focus framework. So this is a super nice day because it's a special day, of course, and for this reason also this mini appointment will be slightly different. So first of all, I have something for you. It's a message from me for this new year, and it's a very, very short message, and I want to show you. As we close out this year, I want to share something personal with you. 2025 was the year I went solo. I left my corporate job and to turn 15 years of research, talks, and workshops into something real, like services for people and consultancy for companies and individuals. I always had this idea that going solo meant more independence and more freedom. But what I actually discovered is that when you go solo, you need to become even more able to recognize you depend on everyone else. You need to become more able to connect, and I'm not talking about networking. I'm talking about recognizing that you need help from other people. And you can have a good idea, but a good idea is nothing without something far more important. Being coachable, listening more, and putting your ego aside. And this is the scariest and the most difficult part. It's not money, it's not selling, it's not marketing. When you work alone, it's easy to become even more egocentric, even more solitary. But what I had to learn, is that you have to be even more open and listen more. And that's actually what good leadership is. It's not being able to give feedback, but being able to take feedback without your ego kicking in. So to do this, I had to develop a level of trust that I've never imagined will be so necessary to work alone. Because working alone actually means becoming more dependent on people who need help, and especially on people you serve. Being solo, you discover that everything you do is for others, to serve them. And there is no vanity in it, just a clear listening to the need of other people who support you, who read your content, give feedback, comment on posts, or showing interest and buying your products. So even though I spent 15 years researching, at the end of the day, my job is to serve you. And that's what I want to drive my work. That's what makes me happy to wake up every morning. And this is my promise for you for the coming year. To always be grateful, to contribute, to serve you. So let's keep building our focus this year. Let's nurture our attention so that we become even more connected. Because what I discover in the end is that you never do anything by yourself or alone. So have a beautiful year full of trust, connection, and the happiness that comes from serving every person you meet. We are all in this together. So thank you for being here during this last year, and I hope to have you in the coming year. So that was my message for you. It was like to thank you. Thank you for everything. So let's go back to what we have to do here today, which is, as always, trying to create a moment where we set like a draw a line between what is flexibility and what is reaction. Because of course life happens and we tend to like run after what is happening, but what happens is that when we react we forget what is important for us, while when we are flexible we are able to remember what is important for us and we are able to go back to it even if something happens. So what I want you to do for now is I want to give you a minute to think about what you've been doing. So a task or an emotion that you've been the most of your time, like you spend the most of your time during this year, like the emotion or the task that you spend a lot of time on it, even if it wasn't planned. So I'll give you 1 minute, write down and think about, yes, what was the thing you spend the most time on it. And a minute is over. I want to share mine. For me, for example, it was the feeling of being late. No matter what, I had this feeling that I was late on anything. So, but what we want to create is an anchor that basically keeps you grounded no matter what happens. So before going like replacing this feeling for with something new that we want to keep with us for the next year, the one feeling or the one task, I want to just first of all ground your body in this environment, because we cannot be grounded in our present, in our reality, if we are not present in our body. And that's the best way to tell our system that we are safe and then we are fine, and we are fine. So just go through this super quick exercise that is an orienting exercise, as I always do, because I love it and it's super important. So start with your side and like look at what's around you and really follow every line that you can see, every detail that you can see, but really like move your side all around you. Don't stay in a limited and narrow space. Really follow everything that is around you. If you are inside or if you are outside, you can follow the horizon line or whatever is in between. Then you want to think about what is the smell that you have in your mouth. Is it coffee, something that you just ate? But pay attention and just move, notice what's in there. And then do the same with the smell. Just take a deep breath and try to figure out to notice which is the smell. Is it a parfum? Is whatever you can notice. It always smells super good here. And then you want to do the same with hearing. So you want to zoom out and try to listen to the sounds that are around you. And you go for, of course, first with the loudest, but then try to pay attention also to the smallest, the one that usually you don't hear like intentionally with awareness because you don't pay attention. And then the last one is related to like what we touch, basically. So reach out for the first thing that you can reach out. For example, the sleeve of my dress, and touch it and try to notice like the texture, the temperature, like what do you feel when you touch it? And really notice, feel this connection with what you are touching. And then do something with something really different. So for example, this piece of paper, like it feels totally different from this. And do this as much as you can, at least once per day, because it really helps you like feeling grounded in your environment and also with like what you have around you. And if you can do it more, do it more. It doesn't have to be super long, but just notice. That's it. And now that we grounded, like that we are a bit more grounded in our space and environment, we want to think, I'll give you 1 minute to think about the one thing or the one emotion, the one state that you want to keep with you for the whole year and you don't want to forget. You want to know that it's there, and every time you get lost, you go back and you want to write it down. I'll give you 1 minute. The minute is over, but I want to give you 1 more minute for the most important part, which is
close your eyes now that you have the one thing, the one emotion, the one state, and picture it like you in that state, you doing that task, you, whatever is relevant for you, whatever is the image that you want to create, that you are taking care of that one thing that you want to stay anchored to and you don't want to let go. So I'll give you one more minute. Okay. In my case, for example, was I want to have the feeling of being on top, of course. And so take a deep breath. And with this beautiful feeling in your heart, I wish you the best year you can have, whatever it means for you. So have a great new year and have an amazing celebration tonight. See you next year.